Okay, so check it out. So you're 17, you get drafted by the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Second round, you go to the minor leagues first. Right. When you went to the minor leagues, it wasn't what you expected, was it? How much did you sign for first?
$1.5 million.
Signing bonus?
Right.
Okay.
No, we had a whole signing bonus.
Okay, so the contract was 1.6, 1.7,
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah.
So after taxes, how much did you get?
Well, you got to pay your taxes every year, and they break the contract down for you. You know what I'm saying? So every year you might get paid this amount of dollars, like your first check, $400,000 or something like that. You got to pay taxes on it for that year. So it ain't like you get the whole bonus. In 1 year, I was a dual sport player, and I had signed a scholarship to Nebraska. So that means that the team can divide your contract up into 5 years because, you was a threat to quit school and go back to, you know what I'm saying, you was a threat to quit baseball and go back to school at any moment. So they want to make sure they kept you there.
Them teams, they going to cover their ass.
Yeah, they did that because, they got burnt a few times with a few guys when they first started. A couple of guys signed, got big sign bonus, then got the money. Then the next year they go back to school and play football. I think Josh Booty was one of them, somebody like that.
Okay.
I think Ricky Williams got drafted, did it like that. Cedric Benson.
Ricky Williams, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Okay, so you get drafted, you get the 1.7. When you get that, you don't get paid to be in the minors, but you get the sign.
No, you get paid, but it's like a
per diem.
No, it's probably like every 2 weeks, but it's like depending on what level you on, you know what I'm saying? Like if you an A-ball, rookie ball, when I first got the pay was probably like $800 every 2 weeks. Something like that.
That's like a regular gig. But you got the signing bonus ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you still got that money in the bank. So, but most guys don't get a signing bonus. So if you sign for like let's take a Latin guy for instance, when he comes, he might only sign for like $50,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's got to make that last. You know what I'm saying? Until he make it to the major leagues, or until he go up and get how you pay in the minor leagues.
Okay. So when you got this original signing bonus,
right,
what was the first thing you bought?
I bought a house and a car for me and my mama.
Okay, so y'all shared it kind of?
What?
The house and the car?
Yeah, we did.
What kind of car?
Just 17, man.
Yeah, for real. So what kind of car though?
I bought a Lincoln Navigator and I bought a Mercedes Benz.
That's what's up.
Oh,
they say the number one consumer of Mercedes Benz in America is black women. So you bought your mama a Mercedes. I know she love that motherfucker because black women love that Mercedes.
I know. That's what the one they tell you to get.
Yeah, for real.
The best.
Yeah. For sure. All right, so look, moving forward, you get that signing bonus. You go into the league. You know what I'm saying? How long? Matter of fact, how long were you in the minor league?
I was in the minor league for like 2.5 years, 3, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So how would you judge your overall experience in the minor league?
It's just, it's weeded. It's weeded. It's set up to weed out the weak. You know what I'm saying? So it's designed for you to quit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want you if you can't go through that. So I just channel my hood living. You know what I'm saying? That's when it came back. That's when all that came back into play. It's like all that stuff that you went through in the hood and everything, you had to apply it quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I caught on quick because it just seemed like I was right back where I started. Like a
motherfucker. Yeah, because it was from what I've known and from what I've heard.
When you move up, it get better. But like rookie ball, where I was at, A-ball, it's like, man, I'm living right on next to the projects in some places.
And what do you play? 150 games?
150 games. 150 games.
Yeah. So did you ever have a point where you was going out partying and nothing? It was just all.
That was the thing. Like good enough for me, right? I was too young for everything. So all my teammates might be a little older or something. Can get in places I couldn't go. You know what I'm saying? So I never really partied in the minor leagues. I might go out every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I had business on my mind. I had one objective, and that was to get to the major leagues because in 1999 niggas didn't know about the minor leagues really. So you'll have somebody come and say, "Damn man, I seen Tampa Bay on TV. Where you was at? I ain't see you." I'm like. Nigga, I'm in the minor leagues, nigga. I ain't So that used to just irritate me more than everything. So it just made me want to work harder to get to the major league. I just got so tired of coming home and somebody saying, "Yeah, I saw Tampa Bay on TV. I ain't see you, bro." Like,
21 years later, though,
I thought you said you was on the team, man. I thought
21 years later, them niggas nowhere to be found.
Yeah, exactly. But it just really made me work harder because
they motivated.
You know what I'm saying? I used to just be like, dang, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to get that bad. I'm tired of these niggas saying,
that's a beautiful thing, man.
You know, I ain't on the real team. You know.
For sure, man. Man, fuck them niggas, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so going in, you get your signing bonus. You know what I'm saying? You on the minor league. You spent 2 years minor league.
Yep, 2.5 years.
2.5.
Yep.
So when you get that call up to go to majors and you're still for Tampa Bay, how did you feel when you got that call up?
I was just excited. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the best feelings I ever had to date, getting that call, because it just seemed like all that work from like 9 years old to now had just paid off. You know. Yeah. But it was short-lived because as soon as I got there, they was like, it's easy. It's hard to get here, but it's even harder to stay. So whatever all that, thinking about how good, how hard, and trying to dream about, you know, oh man, I can't believe I got here. You better get focused and figure out how you're going to stay. So, you know, that was what I was on.
Okay. What was the hardest part about the transition, if you can think of one thing specifically?
To the major leagues?
Yeah.
Really wasn't nothing because, you know, I mean, for the living wise or the game part?
Just anything in
the game, yeah. You know, you going against big leaguers now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you in the game, like, these people making millions too. You know what I'm talking about? And they trying to get it just like you is. So it's like, shit, man, you had to come up there and make some quick adjustments because you got a lot of stuff that I was getting away with that you might get away with in the minor leagues. You can't get away with up there. Okay. So you just had to tighten things up a little bit, get a little bit smarter, and just, you know, move different.
That's real.
Yeah.
So when you signed to the majors, you got a new contract.
Well, you sign a rookie deal. You know, you make the minimum.
Limited.
You make the minimum to your third year in the league. Then you go to arbitration if a team don't lock you in. But you know, I did well my first 2 years that the team locked me in. My first 2 years in the major league, so I didn't ever get to go to arbitration and do all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so they just had me mine out the gate.
So okay, so 2003 or 2002 kind of, that's when you started. So how long did you play for Tampa Bay?
9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
And from being a fan of baseball and understanding baseball and even doing my research, I know that that's your golden years.
Yeah, 9 years, you know, them were my best years, you know. That was the team that drafted me. I was comfortable there. I loved playing in Florida. Mm-hmm. And, you know, just everything was just you know, tailor-made for a player like me up in Florida. So I loved it there.
Yeah. That's what's up. When you were in Tampa Bay in those 9 years, did you ever have the thought of like foresight, looking forward, when I retire, I want to start a music business? Or when did that come?
Well, that came one time, like when so I got the idea when a guy knew, when I figured out a guy knew was managing Paul Wall and those guys, and so that's when the thought kind of first crossed my head. When you know, when I realized that he had that type of end right there to the entertainment business, I always wanted to know how to just get into it, but it's like you know, it's hard to crack if you don't know nobody. So I started thinking about it then, and this was like in 2008 when the idea started coming to my head, and you know, just always know in the back of my mind that if I wanted to get into the music business, that's how I go about doing it.
For sure, you got to, you know what I'm saying?